Hadith number 18. Sulaym ibn Qays al Hilali says, I heard Abu Hassan alayhi salam talking to me and saying, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, there are two hungry ones whose stomach never gets filled. One is who is hungry of this world. His stomach is never filled with the world. The other one is hungry of knowledge. His stomach is never filled with knowledge. So the one who takes from the world that Allah has made halal for him, he will be safe, and the one who acquires it in forbidden ways will be ruined, unless he repents and returns. The one who acquires knowledge from the knowledgeable and practices it will be saved, and whoever through knowledge wants the world will be crushed, and will only get the world. The ulama, the learned ones, are of two types. One is that alim who practices what he knows. He will be saved. The other leaves his knowledge. He will get destroyed, and the dwellers of hell will suffer due to the bad smell of this alim who has left his knowledge. And within the hell dwellers, the most shameful and sorrowful one will be the one who calls someone towards Allah. The person accepted and obeyed Allah and will go to heaven, and the caller, i.e. the alim who called the person towards Allah, will go to hell because he left knowledge, gave in to his desires, and disobeyed Allah. Indeed, these are two matters. One is to abide by desires and have high hopes. Obedience to desires stops from truth, and high hopes makes us forget the hereafter. No doubt, the world is turning its face away and is gone, and the hereafter is approaching them from front. They both have sons, so if you can, be the sons of the hereafter, and do not be the sons of this world. Surely, today is the day of action, not of reckoning, and tomorrow will be a day of reckoning, not action. Definitely fitna only gets born when a human being obeys desires and those laws that he himself makes, and that disobeys the command of Allah. During this time, some people are friends of some, and some people are enemies of some. Beware that if truth was absolutely clear, then there would be no differences, and if falsehood was clear, then it would not be hidden from any intelligent person. But a fistful is taken from this, truth, and a fistful is taken from that, falsehood, and then the two are mixed, and the two are counted together. At that time, Shaitan overpowers his friends, and those to whom our good actions reach are saved. Surely I have heard the Holy Prophet saying, what will happen to you at the time when you are surrounded by fitna, in which a newborn will become adult, and an adult will be older in his age, and people will walk on this and make that a tradition, and if anything from this is changed, then it is said surely people have started doing bad things. Then hardships become severe, and the offspring become prisoners of that. The fitna grinds them in a way similar to low fire crushes a stick, and like the grinder that grinds with the stone underneath it. People acquire knowledge about everything except religion, and after acquiring knowledge they do not practice and acquire dunya, showing the action of akhirah. Then alayhi salam turned his face to those people who were his Ahlul Bayt and his Shias, and said, by God, the Imams before me have done such big actions in which they have intentionally opposed the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So if I prepare people to leave them actions and remove things from that place and bring them to how it used to be during the time of the Holy Prophet, then my army would separate from me until no one will remain in my army apart from myself and these few Shias who know my merits and imamah through Allah's book and the tradition of his Prophet, not through anything else. Do you see that if I order that Maqam Ibrahim a.s. is brought to that place where the Holy Prophet had kept it, and Fadak is returned to the inheritors of Fatima a.s., and bring the Sa and Mud back to the weight that it was during the time of the Holy Prophet, and give those lands to the inheritors like the Holy Prophet had done, and if I demolished the mosque and gave the house of Ja'afar ibn Abi Talib back to his inheritors, and changed the decisions that the ones before me made oppressingly, and returned the land of Khaybar that was divided, and if I destroy the register of gifts and start giving in the manner that the Holy Prophet used to give, and if I do not let it wander around the rich ones, and imprison the children of Bani Taghlab, and order people not to pray in congregation in Ramzan except for obligatory prayers, then some people who are in the army and with me fight will speak loudly, O Ahle Islam, and say you have changed the Sunnah of Umar and have stopped us from praying for the pleasure of Allah during Ramzan. Until I am scared, some people from the army will start violent demonstrations. I am saddened that after the Prophet of this Ummah I have seen some matters in this Ummah: separation, obedience of Imams who misguided, and obedience of those who call towards hell. I will not give the share to relatives of the Holy Prophet, but to those relatives of the Holy Prophet whom Allah has said, if you believe in Allah and in that which we revealed to our servant on the day of distinction, the day on which the two parties met. Surah Anfal 41. So we are those people whom Allah has meant by Zil Qurba, Yatama, Masakin, and Ibn Sabil. These are all just from us, because He has not kept any share in Sadaqah for us, and Allah has given high status to His Prophet, and has also by this given us high status, and saved us from eating the dirt of people's hands.